So, I
And
mean,
that's a Julia thing.
yeah.
You know, they used to do a presentation, but we would do that mostly on Saturday mornings. We used to do some learning. It's maybe good to look at that again for the rest of them. I think we have two more, maybe. Do we have one or two more? I don't know. One or two.
I mean, a crowd this size would be perfect in the chapel if you wanted to move in there. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. That would be really nice, but we don't know because sometimes we get 20 people. It looks small in here, but we can barely fit 20 people there. It's like if we're crammed together. If we get 25, then we can't. Every seat would be taken. Oh, they're coming. Hopefully they'll start coming.
Did you see the baby?
I did.
I think the light's on. The light's on. It's Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. Please come and sit up close. We're so happy that you're with us this evening for our family Shabbat service on this. It's Shabbat Shirah, if you didn't know. It's Shabbat of song, and it's also our Shabbat Mishpacha with Rick and Addie Lupert. We're so glad to have them here with us tonight. And as we gather together, we are here together. Let us open our hearts and our souls to the music and the prayers and blessings that fill this sacred time and place. And this is a sacred space for people of all ages. This is our Shabbat Mishpacha. And we invite each of you to join with us, with your voice and your spirit and with your joy. And Shabbat is our time to connect with one another and with our community and with the God and with the divine. And I hope that these melodies will inspire you and the prayers will uplift us. And the light of the evening will remind us of the peace and the beauty of Shabbat and that which we carry within each of us. So let's create a warm, welcoming atmosphere where we can all celebrate the gift of Shabbat together. Shabbat Shalom, and we're going to begin with We Are Together, which can be found on your song sheets. If you need a sheet, they're up in the front here. They're these yellow ones. It's numbered the top one on one side or the other. There are no numbers, so just find it.
We are together, it's so nice to be together. 'Cause when we are together, it's so good. We are together, it's so nice to be together. 'Cause when we are together, it's so good. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. I clap my hands, I move my soul. I clap my hands, I move my soul. 'Cause we are together, it's so nice to be together. 'Cause when we are together, it's so good. We are together, it's so nice to be together. 'Cause when we are together, it's so good. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim yom yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet nice to be together. 'Cause when we are together, it's so
good. We're going to continue with L'chuna Ranana on page 11. May this song, L'chuna Ranana, inspire us to let go of the week, let go of the week's worries and everything that's happened this week, and to be present in this moment and enter into the calm of this holy time with gratitude. We're so amazing to be here with all of you, our small but mighty group, and with joy in our hearts. And so let us sing together as one, welcoming the light of Shabbat into our lives. L'chuna Ranana, page 11.
And the English part to this particular version is on the song sheet. And I also want to add that people who sit in the first 3 rows are the best people. L'chuna Ranana, yai lai 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 lai, l'Adonai, yai lai 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 lai, Nariah, yai lai 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 lai, Letzor Yishenu, yai lai 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 lai. Let us sing out to God, Maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. L'chuna Ranana, yai lai 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 lai, l'Adonai, yai lai 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 lai, Nariah, yai lai 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 lai, Letzor Yishenu, yai lai 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 lai. For all of the wonders in all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our hearts, hear God's voice. L'chuna Ranana, yai lai 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 lai, l'Adonai, yai lai 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 lai, Nariah, yai lai 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 lai, Letzor Yishenu, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai.
And I know most of you know that next week on Thursday is Tu B'Shvat. So we're not going to be getting together with a musical Shabbat. So we wanted to add one prayer, one melody, which is number 3 on your song sheets, Adama V'Shamayim. It's there on the song sheets. And in this piyut, in this melody, you're familiar with the blessing, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri ha'adama u'pri ha'shamayim, for the fruit and for the rain and the earth, the heavens. So on this Shabbat, we're adding this so we can express our gratitude right before Tu B'Shvat. So we bless the fruits of the earth and the heavens, Hashemayim. And we open our hearts to the profound interconnectedness of all of creation. That's what Tu B'Shvat is about. Not just the birth of the trees, but the birth of the earth and its connection to us. So may all of this nourishment that we have remind us of the miracles that surround us every single day. How we breathe the air from our trees, from our earth, the soil, the sky, and the abundance that sustains life. Let's be mindful of earth's gifts, and the wisdom of the heavens, of God's gift to us, the Torah. Adama V'Shamayim, number 3 on your song sheets.
Hey ya, 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 oh.
Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey yo.
Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya.
Oh.
Sing it louder.
Hey, 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 hey,
Adama,
Adama,
Veshamayim,
Veshamayim,
Chom
Chom
Ha'esh,
Ha'esh,
Tzil
Tzil
Hamayim,
Hamayim,
Ani Margish,
Zot,
Zot Begufi, Beruchi,
Benishmati. Hey ya, 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 oh.
Love the earth,
Love the earth,
love the sky,
love the sky,
heat of fire,
heal the fire,
drop of water,
drop of water. I can feel it in my body, in my spirit, in my soul. Hey, 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 ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, oh. Or Zarua.
Or Zarua, Natsadi, Uyishrelet Simcha. Or Zarua, Natsadi, Uyishrelet Simcha.
Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelet Simcha.
Uyishrelet Simcha.
Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelet Simcha. Uyishrelet Simcha.
Do you have a page number for that one? I see some people who don't know the words. Do you have a page number for us?
You know what? I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. 20, 19, somewhere in there. I'll find it.
It's early on, is what I'm hearing in the book. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq. We go. Or Zarua, Lat Sadiq. Uyishrei Lev, Uyishrei Simcha. Or Zarua, Lat
Page
Sadiq.
16.
Uyishrei Lev Simcha. Same words.
Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelet Simcha. 3 lines from the bottom. Uyishrelet Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrelet Simcha. Uyishrelet Simcha.
Ya la la,
Ya la la, 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 la.
ya
La, la,
ya la
la, 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 la.
ya
La, la, la,
ya
la.
ya la
La,
la
la, la, la.
ya la la ya la la Is it baby's first?
We're going to continue with Lechado D, the welcoming in of the Shabbat, on page 23. We're going to do verses 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. And in between verses 8 and 9, we're going to ask you to rise and to face the entrance to welcome in the beauty of Shabbat as if it's welcoming into your own home. Lechado D. Yes, I got it. Kabbalah, Lechadodi, Likrat Kala, Beni Shabbat, Kabbalah.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השביענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת.
לקבלה.
לקראת שבת,
לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה.
מראש מקדם נסוכה,
סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, במשפט
לקבלה.
לך דודי לקראת
כלה
במשפט
לקבלה. מקדש מלך עם מלוכה, קומי צאי מתוך ההפכה. רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה.
לך דודי לקראת
כלה
במשפט
נקבלה.
לך דודי
Page 25,
לקראת כלה במשפט
verse 8. ימין ושמאל תפרוסי, ואת אדוני תעריצי. הידיש בן פצי, ונשמחה ונגילה.
לך דודי לקראת כלה במשפט
נקבלה.
לך דודי לקראת
כלה
במשפט
נקבלה.
רואי ושלום, עטרת מעלה, גם בשמחה ובצום עולם. טוב אמונה על סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה.
שבת נקבלה. לקראת כלה נקבלה. Mourners and those observing right sides, please remain standing. The rest of you can be seated. Mourners and those observing yard sites will continue with the Mourners Kaddish on page 30. Yit Gadal v'yit Gadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma Divra Kiruteh v'yamlich Malchuteh B'chayachon v'yomachon v'chayeh d'chol Beit Yisrael Bagalav Izman Kariv Yimru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'alam U'Me'lamaya Yit Barach v'yishtabach v'yit Pa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'Kudishah B'richu Le'ela Mikol Birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran Bi'alma v'yimru Amen Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen Oseh Shalom v'yimrama v'yaseh Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. You may be seated for just a moment. We're going to begin and go forward to the Baruch Hu in a second, which can be found on page 39a. The Baruch Hu, the Ma'ariv, has come. It's at the bottom of your song sheets. Come Baruch Hu. It's relatively new for us. So we prepare for the Ma'ariv. Come together for the Baruch Hu. The Baruch Hu is our call to prayer. So we want to take a moment to calm again our minds and to open our hearts. This is an ancient invitation, is a reminder that we're not just individuals, but part of a greater community, gathered in the presence here together. With each word, we are called to elevate our souls. The Baruch Hu, if we really think about it, is a call to the entire community to wake up, to come together, to connect with the sacred and to offer our prayers to God with sincerity. So let us respond. It's a call and response prayer to this call with mindfulness, ready to lift our voices in unity as you welcome the holiness of this moment and prepare to enter into prayer together. The Baruch Hu on page 39a. Please rise.
Come, all of you, come, all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come, all of you, come, all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Blessed is the blessed one. Blessed is the giver of blessing, blessed in this moment now, and every now to come. Blessed is the blessed one, blessed is the giver of blessings, blessed in this moment now, and every now to come. Come, all of you, come, all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come, all of you, come, all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Baruch Hu et Adonai
Come, all of us,
and bless the one who blesses.
come, all of you, come, all of us,
And bless the one who blesses. Do 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 do
You may be seated. Good to the Ma'ariv Aravim. As we prepare for Ma'ariv Aravim, the evening prayer and the roll into darkness prayer, let us pause and reflect on the transition from day to night. Ma'ariv Aravim, this time of evening, is a moment of quiet introspection as the light fades and we enter into the peaceful embrace of darkness. In this sacred space, we acknowledge the beauty of the changing world around us, the rhythms of light and dark, Ma'ariv Aravim, and the opportunity for rest and renewal. Roll into darkness.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Boreom balayla, kolel or mipnei choshev, kolel or mipnei choshev, v'choshev mipnei. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day
Baruch atah Adonai Hamari Varavi. Shema. Shema, you shall love. Listen, listen, hear, you shall love. Shema. As we prepare to recite the Shema, let us reflect on the profound oneness of God, whose love is boundless and ever present. The Shema, Ve'ahavta, this prayer calls us to recognize the singular, unified presence of the divine that connects all things, and to acknowledge that God's love for us is a constant, unbreakable force. In return, we are invited to respond with our own love, wholeheartedly, with every part of our being. The Shema, the Ve'ahavta, teaches us that love and devotion are not just a one-way flow, but a dynamic relationship where God's oneness invites us to unite ourselves with God and with each other. May these words inspire us to experience the deep bond of love and connection that transcend all, drawing us closer to God and to one another. Shema, Shema, you shall love. Page 41. It's on your song sheets as well. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Yai la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Yai la la, ya la 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 la. Yai la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Yai la la, ya la la la. You shall love, love with all of your heart, your soul, and with all of your mind. You shall teach, teach your children to hope, to love, and to know what is right. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We're going to continue with the Mishpacha on page 44. As we prepare for the Mishpacha, let us reflect on the awe-inspiring power and majesty of God, who is unparalleled in might and mercy. This is the Shabbat Shirah. This is the Shabbat where we sing the Michamocha as we've crossed through the Red Sea. This is Shabbat, where we sing joyously. We acknowledge that there's no one like God, no power greater, no love more enduring. With each word, we join in a timeless song of praise and gratitude, remembering that God's presence is always with us, guiding and protecting us. Michamocha, page 44. Miriam's song is in your song sheets as well.
Tapestry she wove as one would sang her history. With every thread and every strand she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances towards the light. 5, 6, 7, 8, and the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam while she sang her song. Sing a song to one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women dancing all night. Prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We just lived through a miracle, we're going to dance tonight. 5, 6, 7, 8, and the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women dancing all night. One more time. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance all night long.
Shelter us in place. Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu can be found on page 45. Let us pause and reflect on the deep need for shelter, emotional and spiritual. We ask God to lay down upon us a peace, a layer of peace, a sukkah of shalom, to watch over us as we rest and guard our hearts and minds with comfort and tranquility. On this Shabbat evening, as we welcome the stillness of the night, may this prayer remind us that we're never alone, and that God's presence is a constant source of calm and security. May we be sheltered in peace, resting under the wings of the divine, knowing that we are safe and held in love. Hashkivenu. Shelter us in place. Page 45.
Shelter us in place, shelter us in peace, shelter us in love, shelter us in love, shelter us in place, shelter us in peace, shelter us in love. Shelter us in love. Hashkivenu, Ya Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Shelter us in love, shelter us in place, shelter us in place, shelter us in peace, shelter us in love, shelter us in love.
Please rise for Vishamru on page 46.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael bet HaShabbat la'asot bet HaShabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושם בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Let's hear your voices. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ינחש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותיו ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה קירותי וימלי מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגאלה בגאלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמד הקודשה בריחו לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמה ויאמרו Amen. Continue with the Amidah on page 47. Go into our prayer of silent meditation. Take this time for anything that you'd like. You can either use the words, the English, the Hebrew, or your own meditation. Uviagid tehilatecha.
On your song sheets at the bottom, Song for Peace. I used to study war. I used to, I'm sure, but I won't anymore, 'cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore. I used to raise my sword. I used to, I'm sure, but I won't anymore, 'cause I'm not who I was before, so I won't need to anymore. Lo yisagoy, el goy cheret,
El goy
lo yilmedu, od milchama, lo yisagoy,
Lo yisagoy,
el goy cheret,
El goy cheret,
lo yilmedu,
Lo yimedu,
od milchama,
Od milchama.
I used to give up hope. I used to, I'm sure, but I won't anymore, 'cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore. I used to stand alone. I used to stand alone. I used to, I'm sure, but I won't anymore, 'cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore. Lo yisagoy,
Lo yisagoy,
el goy cheret,
El goy cheret,
lo yilmedu,
Lo yimedu,
od milchama,
Od
I used to, I'm sure, but I won't anymore. 'Cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore. 'Cause I'm not who I was before, so I don't need to anymore.
Kari Shalom, page 54. Yitkara v'yitkara shemei rabba. Be'alma divra kirutei v'yamni malchutei b'chayachon v'yamachon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Bagalav izman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei yishmei rabba mevarach le'alam ul'al me'al mayam. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitram v'naseh v'yidrav v'yidlal shmei kurisha. Barich le'la mikol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechmata ta'amiran b'alma v'yimru amen. תתקבל ושרוטון ותהון לכל ישראל, קודם והון דבשמיא ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רב מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ויאמרו אמן. You can put away your books for one moment. I just wanted to share some thoughts about this week's Parsha, B'Shalach. And it brings us to a powerful moment in the journey of the Israelites, the crossing of the Red Sea. Shabbat Shirah. So as the waters are parted and the Israelites are walked through on dry land, they emerge not only physically free from slavery in Egypt, but also we become spiritually transformed. Once the Israelites have reached the other side, they broke into a joyous song, Shirat Hayam, which we're going to read tomorrow, the Song of the Sea. Miriam's song, the timbrels. We are inspired by so many songs have been inspired by this portion, celebrating the miraculous deliverance, which we witnessed with our own eyes. There is so much joy and jubilation in this moment as the Israelites are finally free from Pharaoh's tyranny. They are no longer slaves, but are now a people with a future, a destiny, and a deep, awe-filled gratitude toward God for such a miraculous redemption. And as we sang earlier, the words of the song Micha Mocha proclaim the greatness of God's power. And we're overcome with this need to celebrate and praise. Yet, even as the Israelites sing, there's this underlying feeling of trepidation for what they've just witnessed. The Israelites have just experienced the overwhelming power of God. And we're still in awe of the miracles that unfolded in our eyes. But there's also uncertainty. What lies ahead? What's in the future? They're free. We've never experienced freedom before. But this is unfamiliar to us. We're in an unfamiliar land, out of Egypt, far from the comforts of our home. And what looms in front of us is a vast wilderness of the unknown. The freedom they have longed for is now theirs, but with it comes the responsibility of forging a new path forward. And this duality, this joy mixed with uncertainty, is certainly part of our human experience. Sometimes we go forward and the path is not clear. We celebrate freedom, but we also wrestle with what the future may hold. We rejoice in the wonders of an accomplishment or what we've done, but yet we know that we face the unknown with another hurdle to overcome, another experience in our lives. And even as we have this jubilant release and we have this taste of true freedom, as the Israelites had, we're hesitant as we step into the future, although excited at the potential. There's still a veil of uncertainty. Shirat, And Shabbat Shirah invites us to reflect on our own journeys of liberation, our own journeys of challenges and overcoming those challenges. It reminds us that while we may experience moments of joy and triumph, there are still challenges ahead. We see that happening in Israel right now. And we have to trust God. We have to trust the presence of God as we navigate the unknown. Just as the Israelites sang with both awe and trepidation at the shores of the Dead Sea, we too can find strength in the knowledge that we are not alone. We are not alone. We are not alone. As we move forward in faith. So may this Shabbat inspire us to embrace both the joy and the uncertainty of our own journeys, knowing that God's guidance is with us every step of the way. Shabbat Shalom. Please rise for the Aleinu. Can be found on page 56. Aleinu lishabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל ההמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, המושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד, על כן נכוון עזיך מן השמיים והארץ. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad. You may be seated. In loving memory, we recall the names of our dearly departed, and we recognize the yard sites for Jeanette Becker, Alice Bender, Naomi Berman, Harry Bischoff, Ruth Bregman, Ann Chapin, Evelyn Chesser, Dorothy Kukas, Clara Drobny, Richard Dwartz, Irving Edelstein, Elliot Friedman, Cecil Friedman, Avram Goshen, Louis Gold, Janet Gottlieb, Harvey Grant, Albert Hollix, Jack Honig, Charlotte Jackson, Judith Kapoor, Lois Katz, Loretta Kirstein, Harry Korse, Edna Kotick, Rose Kreppel, Anna Kurtzer, Elliot Lax, Mercedes Levi, Mayor Lucian, Jacob Meltzer, Esther Olens, Acer Poneroff, Phyllis Ripp, Lois Rubin, Ivan Sachs, Fern Shandling, Jean Sturck, Morris Weinstein, Irving Winnick, and Paul Zaffron. Are there any other names I'm forgetting? At this time, I invite All those who are in mourning and those who are observing a yard site to please rise for the mourner's Kaddish on page 58.
Yikadash Shemei Rabba, Yamadi Vrach Yirte, Yamalik Malchute, Chayachon of Yomechon, V'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala V'izman Kari V'imru Amen. Yeshmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olmei Almaya, Yitbarak V'yishtabak V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei D'Kudisha B'richu, Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechemata, Da'amiran B'alma V'imru Amen. Heshlama Rabba Min Shamaya, V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mamav, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru.
And you may be seated. Some brief announcements. Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you, Rick and Addie, for bringing their musical talents and sharing with our small but very mighty and dedicated group tonight. It's really lovely to have all of you. I feel much more connected to Shabbat for having you, and I certainly appreciate you coming and joining us this Shabbat. Please take a look at your handouts. Tomorrow is Sisterhood Shabbat. Everything will be run by our sisterhood. I get to sit there and listen, and I am so excited to hear them. They put together a beautiful and a meaningful service, so please do come back tomorrow. There will be a beautiful lunch also afterward, so if that doesn't entice you, please, I don't know what will. Again, we want to thank Addie and Rick and all of you for coming and joining us this Shabbat from near and far away. Thank you again, all of you visiting on YouTube. And we're going to conclude this service with Oseh Shalom. Bimroma, Fuyase Shalom. May peace come to us, to all the world, now.
Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Fuyase Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Fuyase Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom Bimroma, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael.
Shabbat Shalom.